There we go. Little technology hiccup. Good morning. Welcome to your practice. So this is day 29. This last sequence seems to be going faster than all the others. If you ever need to keep track of where are we in the sequence, then just know that you can, there's always a printable calendar that tells you the day of the week, which classes are live, the day of the month, and then the day of our sequence. And so as we go, we just mark them down, and then you know where you are, which is tremendous. And that's always on the website under live streaming. Just scroll down and say printable calendar. Good morning. And so we've been talking about this idea of transcendence and immanence as an aspect of the energy of Sahasrara. Because this is the place where we say, I believe. And in the believing, we open the door to the energy of belief. And that energy comes all the way down into the energy of identity, right? And at the same time, there's a transcendence. There's a place where this smaller self is connecting in that belief. I hold something greater. So this is from Eastern Body, Western Mind. One of the differences between soul and spirit is that the soul is an expression of immanence within the individual, whereas the spirit seeks transcendence and universality. The soul is like a gatherer of spirit, forming the abstract into a composite being. In fact, the spirit may or may not be individual at all, as it may take on many forms. Like consciousness, spirit seems to be a field that we can tap into and carry within ourselves. The soul is enhanced by the presence of spirit, as if the spirit is the essence from which it forms. Spirit is anchored and expressed through soul, which gives it embodiment and meaning and purpose. Soul tends towards manifestation, and spirit tends towards liberation. To achieve transcendence is to enter the realm capable of embracing the whole. That's the important bit. To achieve transcendence, that when our soul gathers into the spirit and we have a connection to something greater, this is transcendence. To achieve transcendence is to enter the realm capable of embracing the whole. To bring that divine state of awakened consciousness down into our bodies, down into our lives and our everyday acts, is to act with immanence. As the vehicle that brings the gods back down to earth, immanence is the restoration of the sacred into the daily. So hopefully you're starting to feel how this is just this open conduit that we want to experience. And we move the physical body to remove the tension. And as we release our tension, the physical body is opened and we don't have to do anything to call it in. It's always there. And really what we're doing is we are uncovering what could potentially stop us from feeling both of these currents. The soul, which inhabits the physical body, the spirit, which aches to rise up and be a part of the divine. At a very, very practical level, because we can think, why is that important? Why do I need to spend time practicing that every day? Because last night, when Adam was not doing what I wanted Adam to do, and I decided that his coming home and being tired at the end of a day after long work at the hospital, and I got snarky about that, and he went to one room and I went into the other room. There was nothing sacred about my response. But I know, because I show up here every day, that I am a being of light. And I needed to get hold of my action and begin to transcend our conflict that evening. I needed to take all the strength it takes to keep my arms moving or keep folding and unfolding. Everything that I'm building in my physical body was available to bring me into the space where he was and to say, let's start again. And as I did, I brought divinity down to us. So that was the immanence. And we could find wholeness again instead of that place of separation. This is a very, very practical thing, and it's a very esoteric thing. So use either way. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's practical, it's physical, it's divine. It's such a pleasure. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me, guiding me, healing me, holding me. Gurudev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me. I rise to meet it all. 3 times, breathing in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Roll your shoulders, roll your wrists, unfold your blanket, and come to hands and knees. Till we start right there. Tell you, last night I was angry with him and I didn't want to move. I didn't want to move. Tuck your chin, drop your head, let your hips move side to side. And sometimes we come onto the mat and we just don't want to move. Round your back, tuck your chin, more. Drop your navel, roll your heart forward. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, releasing. And we start here. And we find the ability to move. To just get free of the inertia that might be so tempting. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. That it's not just the physical opening of your spine, but it's overcoming the mental obstacle that says, I won't begin. Turn your right thumb forward, turn your right fingers right. Try to draw your hands apart. You don't have to begin. Let the body begin. Turn your right fingers right, or turn them again so that the right thumb turns right and the fingers turn back. Three, 2. Then your fingers turn forward. And then you turn your left thumb forward. Try to draw your hands apart. Keep it moving. And now maybe there's some momentum. And now maybe we can just find some continuity. Work there. Turn your left fingers back. Maybe there's a little pace. Maybe it really begins to create mobility. And know that it's coming to an end. And bring it to an end. 4, 3, 2, 1. And turn your fingers forward. And as you bring your toes together, your knees wide, child's pose, be done. Drum your fingers, open and close your wrists to relieve any tension through the hands. And then hands and knees and downward facing dog.
And the mobility of the spine, the opening of the chest, it becomes something new. It becomes down dog instead of hands and knees. And then this pose ends. And we walk forward. And we sit down. And with that long, tall spine, put your heels out and begin a new pose. So we begin, we continue, we conclude, we return new ways. Hands out, fingers in, thumbs up. Spread your hands open. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, open. And as soon as you're ready, closing your eyes, feet flexed, use the backs of your heels and your navel. Drive from your feet. Good. And sit tall, hands on thighs. Notice. Just warming the body. Just warming. Fold your blanket in half once again, sitting a little taller. Widen your heels out to the sides. Shake out your feet, shake out your knees so that you can start to reach side to side. Good morning. It's so good to be here practicing with you. Hands on either side of the thighs, folding down, hands wide, and then folding down. Alternating sides. Folding as you exhale, rising as you inhale. And reaching the inside hand past and the outside hand back. Find more of a turn. Four, 3, 2. Good. And sitting tall, hands interlace, circle. Reverse your direction. Circle from the base of your seat. Circle from the navel down to the floor. So immanence, the bringing of divinity into the body, requires us to be in the body. That the body is open to the possibility of soul, to the spark of life that moves in all things. Make space. And sit tall. And notice. It's changing, it's brightening, it's waking. It's who you are. Shake out your feet, shake out your knees. And lie down on your back. Bring your blocks with you. Knees are bent, feet are flat. And put the blocks on their bellies the lowest setting. They're edged together, and rest the backs of your hips there. Heels are beneath your knees. Palms are down. Tuck a shoulder under. Tuck another under. Good. Left hand overhead. Right palm flat to the floor. And as you anchor the right palm and the right forearm, let your heart rise. Your sternum lifts towards your chin. The left back of hand is heavy, and your left knee washes in and out an inch each way. Start to get some space between the thigh and the left side waist. And the left hand down, and the right hand overhead, and the back of the hand to the floor. Really finding the left heel of hand, the left fingers flat to the floor. The left forearm will lift your heart and drop your right shoulder. And then your right knee moves a little side to side. The breath starts to open. The grip on your diaphragm is loosening. And your right hand down. Work again there, or lift your hips. Put the blocks on their sides, belly to belly beneath you, and the left hand overhead. Left shoulder tucks under, right palm flat, left knee in motion, so slight. The way when a knot is very tight, you would move it just slightly in each direction to see where will it loosen. That the knot of your left hip would start to unravel, and the left hand down and the right hand overhead. And the right knee moves. Opening the right hip. And down. Work there again, repeating that height. Or if you have space, stand in your feet, stand your blocks on their ends. Tuck your shoulders again, left hand overhead. Back of the left hand to the floor. Last time. So the left heel is heavy. Left shoulder is low. Left hand down, right hand overhead. The heart coming up. More and more length and freedom right down at the crease of your hips. The place between the navel and the pubic bone. And as you bring your right hand down, stand in your heels, remove the blocks completely and rest, noticing the front surface of your body. How bright, how long. And draw your knees in, knees wide, shake out your feet. And roll up to stand. Feet are wide. Left hand will grip your right wrist. Up and over to the left. And then bending your knees, palms together, elbows in front of the shins, a deep crease. Standing up, right hand holds left wrist, go right. And now we just fold and unfold. Using this warm-up as a means of preparing our physical body to receive a little more energy. And in that energy to receive a little more intelligence, a little more power. And so we want to empower the very best aspects of ourselves, hands wide, rather than the worst. Fingers folding in, palms face down, thumbs point forward, little reverse circles. Ha! So big breath, you can wag your tail, you can shake out your feet. You're drawing your shoulder blades to your spine.
And you're clearing the space of the upper back and the chest. Immanence, immanence, calling divinity in and around your heart, through your arms, through your knuckles, through the tips of your thumbs. Turn your thumbs up, your palms forward, back circles. Back circles. Turn your thumbs back, your palms open, back circles. And the breath is big and full, and you are getting unstuck. You're coming into motion. 4, 3, 2. So that you may sweep wide and high. Chin up, 3 more. And holding the breath, tuck your chin like you're capping a bottle. Keep the breath held, a little loosening of the hips, the knees, the shoulders. Free it up, hold the breath. And then chin up, breath out, hands down. Notice inside, outside, top, bottom, front, back. You are more than the physical body. I am a being of light. I am a being of light. Bring it down to a seat. Your seat may be cross-legged on the edge of your blanket, or it may be on the edge of a chair. Both work. The key here is that your heart stays high. There's a temptation and a familiarity with rounding. And instead, shoulders back, heart high, palms face you, turning left, turning right, heart high. Inhale left, exhale right. Good. You may work here, heart high, that's important. Or the thumbs touch the shoulders, the palms face the floor. Become more deliberate in your turn, stronger below and behind the navel. From the base, work here, or turn your palms forward. Again, lifting the chest. If you're rounding down, change your hands. The full posture. Interlace your fingers at the base of your skull. Inhale left, exhale right, eyes closed. 2 minutes. Three, 2. I'm wrong. A minute more. Forgive me. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center, hands up. 3 sips. Tuck your chin, stay. Call it up, call it up. Call up your attention right to the top of your head. Lift your chin, breathing out, hands down. I'm enlivening my body, feeding my soul light. And as I enliven my body, I'm aware of something beyond my body that is still also who I am. I'm feeding my spirit. Legs out, shake it out. Rebuild your seat, add your strap. As you set up your seat, this time heels forward under your knees. So the shins are in parallel and the heels are not tucked in between the legs. So the most modified, the hands are on the thighs and you're folding down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. The heart comes through, the chest is broadened, the collarbones open. The next step, the hands are wide, holding the strap as wide as they need to come up over the shoulders or even just lift off the back. Inhale up, exhale down. As you make space, shorten your hold on that strap. And as we're at day 29, if you'd like to, the full Kriya, the full posture, the palms are together behind you. Inhaling up, exhaling down, 1.5 minutes. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting tall, hands to thighs. Notice. Opening channels through the heart, to the hands, to the head, to the hips. Set your blocks, blankets aside, set the straps aside. Knees are bent, feet are flat. Keep opening through the chest. Bending your elbows, widen them, and wrap your elbows in, pressing down, heart comes high. Rounding down, elbows wide, wrapping in, heart comes higher. Widen your elbows, roll down, fall inside the navel. And then as you rise, elbows in, hands down, heart up, open your mouth, whisper of ha. Keep the breath, close your mouth, out the nose. You can work right here, keep that going, or step your heels forward, toes are up. As you flatten your feet, draw the hips up. As you lift your toes, bring the seat down. Steady breath, we go 1 minute. down. Legs long, hands to thighs. Notice. Come to stand. Feet are hip distance. Palms are facing the floor. Bend to the knees, tail goes back. Inhale, standing up. And exhale, settling down. Work there, take your hips lower, hips towards your heels. It's your posture, it's your body. What feeds your soul? If your soul lives in this body temporarily during the quickness of this life, do it no harm, but remind it of its strength. 10. Three. Okay. 2. And one more. Stand tall, turn your palms open, be steady. Deep, full breathing, feel the beat of your heart. Bend your knees, slide your hands down the backs of your legs. At the fold, lift your hips a little and lengthen through your toes. Bend your knees to slide back up, sweeping wide, lifting up, looking up. And then sweeping wide. Knees bend, fold down. At the end, lift your hips to lengthen your hamstrings. Bend your knees to fold and unfold. But at the base of that fold, give your hips a little lift. Give your hamstrings a little more length. Once your body's warm and prepared, if you choose the full posture, the hands coming forward and down and rising up and open. Eight more. Three. 2.
And right away, widen the hands. And a little left. And a little right. Inhale left. Exhale right. From the navel to the feet, be firm. From the heart to the fingers, be pliable. Close your eyes or set them on one point. Can you become lighter, looser through the fingertips and the spine? And the movement may quicken. It's not about how far you go. It's a pliability and a stability, both. 10. Two. And one. And widen down. Take your time. Notice. Let your attention rest at the top of your head, at the very fontanelle, the point of the crown. Shake out the shoulders and the fingers and the chin and the jaw and the feet. Hands to your hips, a little tap. A little tap. Each tap, a har, H-A-R. Har, that which brings into creation what was not in creation yet. Har, 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 har. Give it a little ha, har, 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 har. A minute to go. Har, 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 har. See it through. Even if you need it, bring it back, do a step tap, or keep a little bit of this pace. So you begin to realize that you are stronger than you know, that you build determination, and in the determination you build joy. Hum, 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 hum. 3, 2, 1. Stand. The beat of your sweetheart. Hello, body. Everything functioning, everything working together, everything reminding you of the strength of your life force. You are here. You are this incredible organism of wisdom and light and healing. Feel that, feel that, feel that, feel that. Thank you. Thank you, heart. Thank you, light. Thank you to 4 billion years of life before this that gives me this moment. Thank you.
To a seat. To a seat. That we transcend the body, becoming spirit. That we adore and land in this body, becoming soul. We are both, and in both we are whole. But to be whole, we have to begin. And once we've begun, we need to continue. And yet, once continued, we learn to conclude. That what we're concluding can be used again for something new. And so we go, and so we go, and so we go. We are all of it. Thumb and first fingertip touch, this is Sa. Thumb and middle finger touch, this is Ta. Thumb and ring finger touch, this is Na. Thumb and pinky, Ma. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. We move through the cycles of all things. The beginning, the middle, the work, the conclusion, the return. Birth, life, death, rebirth. In our hands, in our practice, in our sound, in our breath. And we begin. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. 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 Sa, Ta, Na. Whisper. Sa, Ta, Na. Move through the syllables in your fingertips. Feel the pulse in the forehead center, the quality of light with each one. Ta, na, ma. Sa, 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 ta, silently. Feel each syllable in your mind. Feel each fingertip connect. And feel the pulse of light at the forehead center. And just see it through. We're building our diligence. We're building the bridge from a desire to a manifestation. Whisper. Sa, da, na, ma, 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 sa, da, speaking. Sa, ta, na, ma, 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 sa, ta, na. Two more. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. Be very, very still. It is not enough to have transcendent experiences. We have to translate those experiences into daily life and into our human humdrum routine. We have to bring all our faculties into harmony with higher states of consciousness. We have to express that knowledge in human terms, in the dusts of this world. Thomas Keating via Amy Nobles, thank you. You are both the dust of this world and that which created it. Sweep wide. Thumbs to the forehead, center, I bow to this great, sweet, true self of all things. Sat Nam, long sat, short Nam, inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam, I see myself. Namaste, I see you. Day 29. We'll meet again for day 31. If you want to replay this on day 30, keep going. Keep going. There's so much that lies ahead of us. So we'll complete this on November 7th. Phenomenal. So good. And completing the crown will complete us through the journey of our body. Since January, 40 days at a time, we've traversed. I will be offline for 2 weeks and we'll restart November 21st with a final sequence for the year. In that interim time, if you have a recurring payment with me, to anyone that has a recurring payment, I will send out a link to an asana, 30 minutes, a kriya, 30 minutes, and a breath and meditation, 30 minutes. You can assemble them in any way you like. You can take a break for 2 weeks. I will be away, but I will still be practicing. And I wanted to leave something for you to explore, to practice, to enjoy. And so if you'd like to be included, anybody that has a recurring payment, they will automatically get that link at the end of next week. And if you want to, hop on, set up a payment now. MarthaMcAlpin.com/payment. It's easy. If you just want those classes, contact me through the website. We can set that up. All you need to do is ask. But I want you to have something to play with, to enjoy, something that enchants you. I will be thinking of you. And we will continue. Until then, Satnam.